Hi everybody, it's Amy with Make Something Inc. and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Today I'm working with the August 2020 Paper Pumpkin Kit, World's Greatest. But as many of you probably already know, I always do an alternate kit that has nothing to do with the actual design of the kit itself. So here we are. So here we go. This is the sheet that shows you the examples of the cards you can make with the kit. And you can make all of these cards, and when you're done, I'm going to show you what you can do with your kit afterwards. I am only going to be using the leftover outlines from the, what are those, trophies, from the trophies in your kit, and you'll need one sheet of paper that's 5.5 by 4.25. I'm going to take my black Stampin' Write marker and I am going to use the fine tip and I'm going to draw an outline along the outside of the, I guess it's like a stencil now, and get this shape onto this small piece of Whisper White. Okay, now before we get started, just take a quick look at this and see if you can think of any other ways to creatively use this shape before I show you how I decided to use it. Can you think of anything? If so, comment below. I'm going to start by drawing a little V at the top right under these couple of notches. And then I'm going to create a face below by making half circles that kind of make 4 clusters of circles, and it kind of frames a little bit of a face here. As you can see, we're going to turn this into a face, and it's okay if your lines aren't perfect. And then the next thing I like to do is go in and stick the nose to kind of center the face, and you want a rather large circle here. And then I'm also going to draw a little rectangle inside just to add a little highlight. Okay, and the next step is I'm going to draw this long, wide mouth and put little cheeks in the corners, and also just tiny little moon shapes for eyes at the top so that it's a very cheerful face. And I'm going to add a little mouth down here too, just for an extra touch. Next, I'm going to add the lapels on sort of like a jacket for this guy. I think I'm going to call him Giggles. And so Giggles here is going to have a little lapel, and I just kind of curved the shoulders a little bit to make it look like it's popping out a little bit. And one is a little bigger than the other. And then once I create these little rectangles, I'm also going to draw a line straight down to separate the two sides of the jacket. There we go. And it's not complete without a couple of buttons with 4 dots. So I'm going to put those on here. And then every clown needs a pocket with a water squirting flower. So I draw the pocket and then a little 4-leaf flower right here, 4 petals with the center. And there you go. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and color Giggles, and this is the best skin tone marker that I have in my stash. I didn't have any other skin tones, so this is Petal Pink. And after I used Petal Pink, I decided to use Lovely Lipstick for the nose. I also could have used Real Red or what's the other one, Poppy Parade, but I went with this Lovely Lipstick. Then I needed to check my stash and find some bright colors that I thought really went with a clown motif. And so I'm using Shaded Spruce, Blueberry Bushel, and Pineapple Punch. Some of these colors are retired, but you can kind of find a combination that works in your stash. These are just the ones that kind of reminded me of the circus in my grouping of colors that I have. When you're done coloring half the jacket, don't forget to get the hat as well and leave the circle at the top. We're going to switch colors for that. And I'm just going to make little rounded lines all the way around to make it look kind of like a bushy little pom-pom on top there. And I was using the blueberry bushel for that. Next, I'm going to take a little bit of shaded spruce ink and put it on my watercolor brush. And I'm actually going to watercolor the ink right onto my image. This is not watercolor paper, but I'm only using a little bit of water, so it's really not that big of an issue. I'm also going to partially underpaint the hair, and then I'm going to go over it later with the marker to add more texture. But you can see it's already adding a little bit of that curly hair wig looking texture to Giggles. Here I'm bringing in the brush tip of my shaded spruce marker, and I'm just doing some more half circles just here and there to give that curly look to the clown wig. And I'm going to do it for all 4 areas. Takes a little practice, but if you make a few of these, you will kind of get the hang of it, and it also makes them all look different if you practice a little bit, and they're not going to all come out the same. The next step is to go in and add some green polka dots in all of the yellow areas. And I tried to do some full polka dots as well as some that go over onto the edge, just to make it look like a continuous piece of fabric. Here I'm going to color your flower and just a couple extra finishing touches. Here I'm showing you how I color on the block, and then I just pick up the color with a little bit of water in my paintbrush, and that's how you get that watercolor effect. I'm just using a little more of the lovely lipstick to color the buttons and the little pocket and the inside of the flower, and there you go. Giggles is totally done. Isn't he so cute? And look, I actually have already made some friends for Giggles. I don't have names for them, so we're just going to call them the Giggles family. And this is the card that I made with Giggles. And what I did is I put Giggles up on some dimensionals, and I made a background for him, and then my clear sheet is on top, and I have the stars from our kit sprinkled in there because I kind of wanted them to get stuck on Giggles or around, and that way the card is totally flat on top, but there's definitely some dimension in there with Giggles adhered to the back. And if you're wondering about the background, I decided to make my own with some of that pineapple punch ink, just because I know I used some colors that didn't really match the kit we got, and so I wanted to have the background kind of draw in some of the colors I used to paint Giggles so that the card kind of all ties together. And so there you have it. Then you just stick them on there and sprinkle the stars on, and that's your card. I really hope you enjoyed creating Giggles with me, and I really hope that you check out some of my other videos and my other alternates I made with the paper pumpkin kits I've been getting lately. I have so much fun coming up with new ideas, and next month we're going to be getting the Hello Pumpkin kit, and for people who subscribe with me and sign up for this kit, I'm going to invite you to a live Zoom meeting to do the alternate together. I'm a little nervous because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make yet. To sign up for Paper Pumpkin, please email me at amy@makesomethingink.com. And for everyone else, thank you for visiting. If you really love my alternate ideas to Paper Pumpkin, please remember to follow me so you don't miss any of my videos. I can't wait to make something with you again. Bye!